Noreen here from Organized and Creative Mom. Welcome back to another episode of Play and Create. This is Play and Create number 4, and we are going to be playing with the fantastic Baroque Frame Punch. And we're also going to be using a little trick with our 12-inch trimmer, both from Creative Memories. I'm also going to use some white cardstock and some paper from the Spring Medley. This is actually a tone-on-tone paper, as well as some of the matte cards and maybe some stickers. And this is going to be a really fast layout, a really pretty layout, and it's going to be something that another way that you can use your Baroque Frame Punch. So for this one, we're actually going to use our pattern paper as our background, and we're going to be punching on our cardstock and then trimming it out. And really, we're going to kind of create a frame, but just with corners. So the detail and the emphasis will all be on the corners. Now, if you watched the other Play and Creates where I featured the Baroque frame, you'll know that to make the borders, you use the black markings on the base here. To make corners or to go around edges, you start at the silver. So what we're going to do is we're just going to punch 2 times at each corner by lining up at the silver base, punching, and then you can just take it out and put that little tab at the other silver base, or you can flip it over and use the same side and then just punch. Okay, and that gives us a really pretty design. We're going to take care of this part a little bit later. Okay, so now we're going to go back and we're going to do the same thing on all 4 corners. Okay, so you can see that we've punched these pretty little corners, but we have these tabs that we have to take care of. And you know, really that doesn't look too bad. And of course you could use the Baroque Frame Punch to punch 2 more times on, or 3 more times on each side and make it all the way around. But I really just wanted to emphasize the corners. So the trick that we're going to do is we're going to cut these tabs in between our corners off, and we're going to use the little white marking on the side of the blade housing, and that's going to do a perfect job. We don't have to estimate, we don't have to measure, we don't have to, you know, get our scissors out. It's going to do a perfect job of taking care of these tabs for us. Okay, so we're just going to line up basically where the punch ends and this straight part begins. We're going to make sure that is lined up. And then you're going to kind of have to look at the side here, but you're going to want the white line to line up with the edge of your cardstock. So that's where you're going to start your cut. Just press down and slide it down gently, and then you're going to look at the side, and where your white marking meets the end of the cardstock, that's where you're going to lift up. Okay, and that way it's really easy to trim off the that sort of tab, and we're gonna end up with a beautiful frame. So let's just go ahead and do the other 3 sides. You can see we're left with a really pretty sort of layer for our layout. And again, if we put that onto a solid background of a different color, or even a kind of a pretty pattern, you'll see that that design really stands out. And I love how it looks with just the corners. So I cut out a few of these little matte cards, and I thought, you know, these would be just a super fast and easy way to, I'm not sure what I would do here actually, but a really easy way to just, you know, get a layout done super fast. So, you know, if you had 2, I'm kind of using this little area here kind of as my guideline, but you could put 2 4x6 photos, and then maybe your little sentiment, something like that. You could definitely do some larger mat cards as well. Maybe do that one, put your photo on top, layer this over top, and then maybe a 4x4 or maybe even 2 4x4s there. So again, it's going to be a really fast way to create a really intricate and pretty looking layout. So I'm going to show you my finished layout at the end of the video here, but I hope you give that a try. Really just punching the corners and then trimming off those little tabs in between gives you a super pretty layout. So thanks very much for playing and creating with me today. We will see you again soon. Bye-bye, take care, and stay well.